Now, skins is a format of golf that I became familiar with watching the celebrity skins. Sometimes it was celebrities or pros playing for an awful lot of money on the TV, and I thought that looks like a fun format, we'll have a go at that with the lads. And when you play with your mates or your playing partners on the golf course, skins is a really good format. Generally works around betting. So if you're comfortable with betting on the golf course and you back yourself to win a few quid, then betting on the golf course, skins is a great game for that. Let's imagine now that we've got 4 players represented by a golf ball each. Now they're going to say, well, on this first hole, let's put $1 in the pot. So each person puts $1 into the pot. And the person with the lowest gross score, or the net score if you're playing net, the person with the lowest net score takes the pot. So we all play the first hole. This guy makes a 3, these guys make 4. This guy takes the pot, doesn't he? So he takes the $4 and he's got that in his wallet already. And they get to the next hole, we'll all put another $1 in. So the dollar goes in the pot. Now on that hole, he makes a 4, 4, 4, 4. The hole is drawn. Nobody had the standout lead on that hole. So the $4 rolls over to the next hole, where all the players again agree to put another $1 into the pot. So on the next hole, there's now $8 riding on it, and everyone's still to play for. Now on the next hole, what we might have is a 4, a 4, a 6, and a 10. But these two guys share the 2 4s, which means nobody wins the money in the pot. So the $8 in the pot rolls over to the next hole. We all put the money back in again. We've now got $12 in the pot. So on the next hole, all 4 players are back in the mix, even though these guys shot big numbers and didn't actually have an effect on rolling the money over. These guys are now back in it. So this guy who made a 10 on the previous hole could make a 3 on the next hole. These guys all make 4s, and he takes the money, all the $12 that he wasn't necessarily involved in rolling over in the first place. Now I remember watching some celebrity skins matches where, because the golf was quite of a good standard, the money would often roll over quite a few times. And let's say these guys are all making birdies and pars and matching each other, rolling the money over. This guy's having a nightmare. He's making 6s and 7s and 8s and whatever, and he's not involved in the match, but the money keeps rolling over. $1,000, $10,000, $20,000. Who comes and makes a birdie down the last hole to win the money? You know this guy does, don't you? These guys all make par. This guy comes in, takes the money with the birdie on the last, and he runs off with all the loot because these guys didn't match him, even though he didn't have an involvement in much of the game. So skins is a really interesting format. It's a good gambling game. And what you can do start with is just start off with $1. Maybe play $1 for the first 6 holes. If that's getting the juices flowing, fine. But if you want to up the ante a little bit, maybe you go $10 for the next 6 holes. And then if everything's going well, maybe you put $20 into the next 6 holes. So as you go through the round, the skins get more valuable, the skins get rolled over, so they start multiplying. And you might get to a situation where towards the back of the round, someone's got a putt for quite a substantial amount of money. And the 3 people watching don't really want him to get it in because they don't want that money to be eaten up. What they might want is 2 people to halve the hole so the money gets rolled over, so they're involved again in the next hole. So consider a game of skins. You can play it with 3 or 4 golfers. Doesn't really work with 2 golfers. You just play match play really, but works nicely with 3 and 4 golfers. Up the ante each bit, maybe every 6 or 3 holes to try and increase the money, so that towards the end of the round, there's quite a lot of money hanging over to see who wins all of those skins.